There's this framework by Bloom's Taxonomy that helps to know what level, right? That helps to know what level of thinking you are doing. That helps to know what level of thinking you are engaging in. That helps to know what level of how will I call it? Like that helps you to identify the texture, the quality, right? The gauge of your thinking. And in the Bloom's Taxonomy, you have about 6 different layers. So it's like a pyramid, right? So the base is the largest while the top is the smallest, right? So it's pyramidal in shape. Now at the base is where most people find themselves. Most people find themselves at the base of the Bloom's Taxonomy, pyramid. And that base is basically just, the level of remembering, right? The level of remembering is the level of the base of Bloom's Taxonomy. A lot of people remain at this base level. A lot of people remain at this. And the truth is that our educational system in Nigeria has not really helped us so much, because most of what we do in school for assessments and stuff is just to assess how much we remember. And that's why cramming works in Nigerian schools. In many other schools, cramming doesn't work. Like in many other countries, cramming doesn't work because you're not asked to repeat stuff verbatim. You're not asked to repeat stuff, like that you read in your textbook. You are asked to apply what you have learned, that kind of thing. But so remember is the base, and this is where the mass of people find themselves, at the level of remembering. The next level is understanding, right? So you not only remember, you understand what you have read or the concept you have interacted with. Understanding will want to, throw you a curveball, right? To see whether you really understood the concept enough to identify it in the midst of other possible options. Some revelatory moments that just happen upon you as a student of life, right? As a lifelong learner, that suddenly make you feel like, oh boy, wow, what have I been doing with my mind all this while? The third layer is the apply layer, right? And this is actually a very interesting one because application is very scarce in many Nigerian schools. We need to be very objective. Objectivity allows us to identify what's wrong, what's missing, so that we can move towards what's right, what's ideal, what's best, all right? Most of the things that we do is often theoretical, right? Application is very, very limited. For early years education, the reason why many people are going for the Montessori, type of education is because the Montessori system advocates strongly for application. Analysis is being able to, question, to contrast. The political landscape of Nigeria actually has a lot of analysis, but people put out analysis, but those who are consuming the analysis are not analyzing themselves. You have to be able to analyze deeply, right, what the news media are putting out, right? The news media are authoritative in their projection. The higher level beyond analysis is evaluate or evaluation. At this point, you are able to judge, you are able to critique, you are able to weigh, you are able to appraise, you are able to now put forth your own arguments, right, based on your analysis of stuff. Only a few people are found in this strata, creates strata, and that's the highest, that's the peak. Those who create are those who are able to both, they're able to unpack concepts and ideas, right? They're able to evaluate, they're able to analyze, and then they're able to synthesize information or the outcomes of the analysis, their evaluations. They're able to synthesize them in new ways, right? To arrive at new ideas, to arrive at new concepts, to create new paradigms, right? To even create new products and services and all of that, right? So creating is at the peak, clearly a consumer continent, a consumer nation. Like we consume more than we create. And the reason why we consume more than we create is because we are still at the lower end of the Bloom taxonomy pyramid, all right? As we move towards the upper ends of Bloom's taxonomy, then we will begin to see more people creating, We'll see more people creating. We'll see that we'll shift from consumers to creators, right? And the moment you shift to being a creator, what happens is that you are going to be actually exporting stuff. What I see is that we have opportunities, right, to arrive quickly at being a creator economy if we begin to take, seriously things like mental models. One of the best ways to move speedily to thinking well is to adopt mental models, right? They are timeless mental models that no matter how long, the world lasts for, they are still going to be in use. You can also be sure that you have a circle of competence. It's a mental model. It helps you not to, not to stretch yourself too thin, that you don't develop mastery. You have to have both generalist knowledge and you have to have specialist knowledge. That's exact specific knowledge. So that increases your value within the economic, within the economic construct. Creators need quality mental models to be able to actually help their students. Parents need quality mental models to be able to help their children. You need to know how you learn. You need to study that. You need to really, go online, for instance, like do some research about the different, the different learning theories, the different learning, styles, right? The map is not the terrain, helps you to always have an idea that the tip of the iceberg, right, is just the tip, right? What you see outside is just the tip of the iceberg. There is a whole mass of ice that is hidden from view that you need to take into consideration if you would replicate the same results that you are seeing in the lives of your maybe role models or the people you admire. When we embrace second order, third order thinking, or even nth order thinking, it helps us to think through the consequences of our decisions today. The right mental models can be given as a life tool, a survival tool, to children, to parents, to young people,